Right, next stop then, Bergen, 108 kilometres according to that sign. So that's about 67 miles, something like that. Should be there in, well, hour and a half. Talking of the efficient ferry system, somebody was saying in a bar last night that in Sweden they have a very similar sort of ferry setup, but I think they're actually free, paid for by the government. I don't know if that is the case or not. Maybe if there's any Swedish viewers you can let me know, but maybe a little tour of Sweden is in order. Don't tend to hear so much about Sweden as a biking destination, but one assumes it must be sort of similar, as it's you know, vast majority of the country runs alongside Norway, unless it just flattens out as you go to the east. I don't know. Anyway, be interested to know if you know. In the meantime, look at this view, unbelievable. Oh, I'm going to miss this. Now this is a motorcycling road. Just look at it. So just for those of you checking on the map, we're on the E39 now. We're about 16 miles away from Bergen, just about to go over this splendid bridge. So I just thought I'd fire the camera up. Again, a bit of a shame. Hagelsundbra, it's called. Bit of a shame you can't see it from the side, because it is a pretty impressive looking one. Hello chaps. But it turns out Norway does good bridges, and yeah, I've enjoyed riding over them. My word, it's a bit windy up the top of this one. Impressive one over there as well. Weather's taken a bit of a turn for the worse, but we've got away with it today. The weather forecast was going to be that it was basically heavy showers through the day, and we've got wet a minimal amount a couple of times, but nothing too serious. Now, can lamp it down for the rest of the trip and we'll be fine. Or for the rest of today's trip, I should say. Right, speak to you when I get to the hotel. So I've made it to the hotel here in Bergen. This is the Radisson Blue Hotel. I know people are quite interested to see what the accommodation is like when I do these tours. So here's this room. So perfectly functional. It's not particularly huge, but it's all very modern. And the good news is it comes with tea and coffee stuff, which many of the hotels here don't do. And then in here is the little bathroomy bit, which again is all splendid and works absolutely fine. I can attest, as I've just had a shower. Anyway, I haven't looked around Bergen yet. I don't know too much about it. I'm going to go and do a quick scan this evening, and then tomorrow's a day off, so I'm going to have a good look around. So I'll probably take the camera out with me then. So join me tomorrow for a bit of a look around Bergen. I think boutique hotel just means it's flipping dark in here. As I think I mentioned, it's Norway's second most populous city, with something like 250,000 people living here. It certainly seems to be super popular with tourists. Very busy here today. It's a Tuesday and it's absolutely heaving. Luckily it is quite warm still, so it's t-shirt weather, but yeah, anyway, let's have a little look around. This seems to be some sort of fisherman's market. Yeah, certainly tourist central down that bit. Bit too fishy for my liking. Right, see what else we can find. One thing I forgot to mention about Bergen is that the composer Krieg came from here. Did I? Was that one of his? Don't know, maybe. Statue of Holberg behind me. No idea who he was. And this is the part of town where all the bars and stuff are. Which reminds me, it must be lunchtime, so I'm going to go and find something to eat. See you on the bike tomorrow. £7 hot dog. And a £5 coffee. Right, see you tomorrow. Well, morning folks, and welcome to the Under Hotel Garage here in Bergen, where it's 25 degrees under in the garage. I'm desperate to get out into a bit of cooler air. Oh, that's nicer. To meet up with the rest of the team for today's trip. We're off to a place called Kongsberg today. Here's two of the team. Oh, it's lovely and cooler out here. It's about 17 out here today, but it is going to rise the temperatures up to about 24, 25 again, so it should be a lovely day's riding. Kongsberg itself is about 100 miles west of Oslo, and the reason we're positioning ourselves there is because that means tomorrow then we've just got a shortish ride to get that splendid ferry again back to Germany, well and truly heading on our way home now. Anyway, that's for a few days time. Today though, what we've got in store is a ride out, again, more tunnels, more fjords, and then across the Telemark region, which is sort of a high mountainous area, so it should be slightly different scenery, I hope, so that's going to be interesting. I'll show you that when we get there. But on the way we've got plenty of tunnels. There's 6 or 7 tunnels on this one, including a very long one that I understand rather uniquely has a roundabout in the middle of it, so kind of looking forward to seeing what that's like. The tunnels here are quite something, and I've certainly never been in a tunnel to my knowledge that has a roundabout in. So highlights today: roundabout and a tunnel, the highlands of the Telemark region, and then we're going to hopefully stop at something called the Heavy Water Museum, which was basically a factory that was used by the Germans in the war as part of their nuclear development programme. And that should be fascinating, assuming the exhibits are in English, but we'll find out. Anyway, so that's what's in store today. Stick around, stay tuned. Should be another great day on the bike. So cheerio Bergen, just rolling out now. So a nice city. I'm not sure I would rush back. Very full of tourists actually, where a few cruise ships came in. The place got absolutely heaving yesterday, but as it turns out, we played a blinder having a rest day yesterday when the weather wasn't so good, because it wouldn't have been so much fun to be riding in the rain all day. Whereas today, it's, as you can see, absolutely glorious. It was quite busy coming into Bergen, so not too sure what the traffic's going to be like when we hit the main road in a minute. It's 8 o'clock on a Wednesday morning, so presumably we're going to hit the peak of the work traffic. So another potentially longish day on the bike today. At the moment, here at the start point, it's saying we've got, it being the GPS, saying we've got 290 miles to do, and I'm anticipating we're going to be on some of those twisty roads again, which take a little bit of time, so it's going to be well into this evening before we actually get to our hotel in Kongsberg. That's fine with me on a day like today. Morning, sir. And into our first tunnel of the day. Gosh, it makes so much difference when you ride through these tunnels with your normal glasses on rather than the sunglasses. Well, I'm pleased to say we seem to have cleared the environs of Bergen without too much traffic at all, so no trouble getting out into the countryside. Just straight into these amazing views again. So today I think as a group we're planning to split up slightly. I think Richard ahead of me with the white helmet is doing a slightly more direct route, and the rest of us are heading over the Telemark region so that we can check out this museum. Fairly long down the saddle, as I say, about 300 miles today. But with a good weather forecast and a comfy bike like the GS, that's a good thing. Beautiful suspension bridge to my left. They do good bridges in Norway, no doubt about it. Well, this is an unusual view. Look at that, looking down the valley above the cloud. How that's just sucked in there. Incredible. Because it might mean we're going to go into it in a minute, we'll see. Yep, looks like it's going to be instrument meteorological conditions any moment. How wild. That's pretty cool. Not often I get excited about fog, but on this occasion it's quite novel. Wow, what a view. Really ethereal sort of feel about it with the church there and the cloud behind. That is just wild. Oh, I'm liking that. Just hanging over the fjord there. Absolutely stunning. Look at that. Oh, what a photograph that would make. Absolutely beautiful. Oh, I imagine a bit of dronage there. Now that would be something else. Possible photograph stop. Well, cracking little photo stop there. Not often that the conditions come together right like that you can get those sort of pictures. You could really do with stopping there for like an hour and just going around the lake capturing shots as you go, because it's just beautiful there. Really interesting effect. More impressive reflections and impressive hydro power coming down that hill there. Certainly no lack of hydro resources in Norway. A rich country in many ways. Ravine, anybody, with water cascading through? Why not? Wow, check that out. Nice. Well, another amazing photo op there. Brilliant. Well, once again, what a ride this is turning out to be. Didn't have the camera running, but we've just come up a set of hairpins which were quite interesting. That amazing waterfall, incredible fjords in that great cloud with the reflections. Just absolutely stunning, and that's all within 30 miles of leaving Bergen. Just a superb country to ride in. Doing my normal lunchtime Wendover loop just isn't going to be the same again after this, I tell you. And I'll give you another waterfall. Look at that. Unbelievable. That is quite a serious one. Wow. Nigel is certainly spoiling us today. Absolutely amazing views today. Well, this is a rather splendid little town. As per usual, I've missed the best bit on the camera probably. But just a lovely little place here on the end of the fjord. Some lovely marinas, nice churches and stuff. Great reflections. All missed, of course, as I rode past and enjoyed them and forgot to turn the camera on. And sadly, I don't know what the name of this town is either. Completely remiss of me, I do apologise. What was it about marinas? They always look good, don't they? Stunning views, more stunning views. Wow, now that is a stunning view. Another beautiful suspension bridge. Wow, Nigel really is spoiling us today with the views, isn't he? He's kept the best till last. What a cracking ride this has turned out to be. Such a perfect temperature as well. It's 18.5 degrees, just ideal for riding. Ooh, stop on the bridge. What's this all about? Oh, look at that! Yep, it sure is beautiful. On for a coffee stop.
See the tunnel soon, I think.
As in the tunnel with the roundabout in?
Yeah.
Is that soon?
I still think we're still coming up here somewhere.
Yep.
And then we've got to go round to the right.
Yep.
And then we join the 13 and head south.
So I think my 6 tunnels was a bit of an underestimate.
I was going to say, I think it's... No,
I think we've done about 12 already, haven't we?
No, I think it was just a bit of a typo. It should be 6-0.
Yeah, I think you're probably right. Check out this view.
Were you working in base 10?
Yeah.
This shouldn't have turned off yet.
Well, a splendid little coffee stop there, beautiful views, couple of snaps. Ready for the next leg off to a place called Odda, O-D-D-A, which probably our lunch stop, I guess. Wowza. Oh, I'm sure I'm going to miss this. Next week when I'm back home, this is going to seem a world away. So hopefully the tunnel with a roundabout should be coming up in a reasonable time. I'm not quite sure when. Right, how long is this tunnel? Could this be it? Probably not. 1.6k. Who knows? Nope, wasn't that tunnel. Bit of a traffic situation. So we're just coming to the end of this particular fjord, into the town of Granvin, G-R-A-N-V-I-N. And it has been, once again, a stunning, stunning ride. Looks like we need to do a right turn towards Odda shortly. Tunnel, look, 7.7k this one, so it's a longie. Wonder if this is the one with the roundabout in it. We shall see. Well, I've no idea how the sat-nav knows where you are under here, but looking at the sat-nav, it's saying I've got a roundabout at 1.8 miles, so I'm wondering if we've got enough tunnel left. But I've got high hopes. There's something up here that looks a little bit odd. Could just be a junction. Oh, this is it. A tunnel with a roundabout in it. I like it. There's the sign. That's not something you see every day, is it? Cool. It's like a roundabout from outer space. I'm liking that. Oh, we're going straight on. Fair enough. Oh, we're going around it. Okay. Why not? Excellent. Good idea, Nige. Well, how much fun is that? I'm loving roundabouts in tunnels. That is cool. Hello. Hello. And not only do we get a roundabout in the tunnel, but look, when we come out of the tunnel, we're blessed with this magnificent suspension bridge at Hardangerbrow. Oh. This ride just keeps on giving. Coolsville. Here we go again. Not one, but another roundabout in a tunnel. Again, looking decidedly out of spacey. I'm liking it. We can do a lap of this one? No, we're not. What a cool subterranean spot. Bit of a traffic situation. What a nightmare. Progress is happening. Here we go. Look at that, it's a double trailer, that was the problem.
Double trouble.
I'm surprised it isn't that more often, to be honest, aren't you?
Yeah.
Crikey. Fancy driving that round here. Horrendous. This massive Scania with a trailer. Well done, sir. Good effort.
Let's figure that out.
Unbelievable. Looks like we're not quite in the clear yet. When caravan meets caravan. It's incredible that it's the first time we've seen that problem. I'm surprised it doesn't happen all the time. More trouble there. Storing up. Goodness me. One advantage of coming on a bike, you can get through that stuff. Nightmare for those people. Right, we're through it. Onwards. Wow, snow at the top of that mountain. Brilliant. Wow, look at that boat. It's got the whole fjord to itself. Absolutely hustling along. Great snow-capped mountain over there. I don't know if you can pick that up on the GoPro. Another absolutely massive scale view. Nigel will stop for some plums. Maybe not. Nothing like a quick cherry stop. And why not? Well, one or two people I've spoken to who've ridden up here in Norway have said that the further north you go, the better Norway gets, and that may well be the case. Certainly I enjoyed the ride up to the Arctic Circle, but I have to say, when you come back down this west coast, and then you get to this southern western sort of bulbous bit of Norway, if you like, the scenery here is just amazing. This is, I think that today has been some of the best riding we've done in terms of scenery. Just these lakes, mountains, tunnels. It's had it all, and it's, as I say, we're not now that far away from Oslo, you know, just a few hundred miles. So you don't have to go cracking up to the Lofoten Islands, or Lofoten Islands, although I'm sure it's lovely up there. You could just get a ferry over to Oslo and ride, you know, within a few hundred miles of there, and you've still got this amazing scenery. Snow-capped mountains in July, or is it August now? I've lost track of the days. Just wonderful. Right, crack on then. Speak to you later. So check this out. This is one amazing set of rapids that we've been following for a little while. A little bit further downstream with some massive waterfalls. I didn't have the camera on again, unfortunately. They didn't capture them. I don't know if there's going to be any more up here, but it's very impressive scenery up here. Water's just boiling away there. Look at that. Amazing. Okay, there's some spray here, so I suspect there is another waterfall. Yeah, look at this. We've seen some properly serious waterfalls today. Just look at the power in that. So check this out. It's a proper waterfall. Amazing that. Good stuff, eh? Is that to your liking?
It's what?
It's amazing, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's a proper waterfall, isn't it? None of your little streamy things gushing down the side. Amazing.
When you go to Iceland,
Yeah.
things like this are like few and far between, and they're
Major tourist
top
attractions.
tourist hotspots.
Yeah, exactly. Here, they're everywhere.
Yeah, but here they're just everywhere.
Yeah. Impressive stuff. Unbelievable. I've never ridden past a waterfall like that before. Check that out. Whew. What an amazing country. Looks like there's another one tucked behind there as well. Look at that. Wow. This is a properly awesome country, it really is. Sadly, I think my battery's going to run out soon on the camera. I don't have a spare at hand, so if it all goes blank, I'll see you when I see you. Right, onwards. So, fast forward half an hour or so, and we've climbed up to about 3,000 feet-ish, and we're in the Telemark area, or the edge of, which is, of course, if you're a skier, you will know, is famous for Telemark skiing, a style of cross-country skiing that they do here. Or indeed the Telemark landing that you get in ski jumping, where you kind of land and then kneel on one leg, you know, the sort of thing I'm talking about. Anyway, one assumes that was all invented here. Much cooler up here, just above the tree line at this point. And in fact this area itself is a ski centre. I can see a chairlift just up there. No snow though, in the middle of the summer. Opportunity to overtake. Roldal Ski Centre, that's called. It's always weird seeing ski resorts with no snow on. Crikey, I bet it gets cold up here in the winter. Anyway, that's what a Nordic ski resort looks like. And as you can see, this Telemark region is a completely different landscape again. This is more like something you might see in Wales or something, I guess. Again, above the tree line, we're quite high up here. Temperature's dropped a bit, 14.5 degrees. I think that's the coolest that I've seen it on this whole trip. Even though we're up the top of the mountains, still tunnels. So just checking on our elevation, we're actually up at just over 3,500 feet now, which explains the snow still laying on the top here. Right, another tunnel. So we've actually dropped down about 1,000 feet now back into the tree line, and it's beautiful now. Weather's brightened up a bit. It's 21 degrees, blue sky as you can see. Absolutely gorgeous. Our next target is the Heavy Water Museum. And it's going to be quite interesting. Apparently it's where in the war the Nazis were developing what's called heavy water for use in the development of nuclear weapons. It's I think it's a hydro power station was the basis of it, but also with the lab. So anyway, it should be quite interesting if you're into that sort of thing. I'm not sure if I am or not, but I'm going to have a look as we're in the area. And I think that's about 30 miles from here. It's going to take us probably about another hour to get there. It's been such glorious riding today. I mean, it's you could just ride all day long as we have been. It's just no problem at all when riding's like this. It just doesn't get better, does it? Been very pleased with the seat on the bike. Actually, I've put that cooling device on, which also adds a little bit of comfort to the seat as well. I've just got the standard BMW low seat fitted with the cooling cover on top. And it's been as comfy as you like. Cooled me backside a treat in the really hot weather that we've had on this trip. I've had absolutely no fatigue, any signs of backache or anything like that. The bike really is now super comfortable. And, you know, we've been doing long days in the saddle, as I keep saying. We've done nearly 3,000 miles in under 2 weeks. And it's been riding that's quite, you know, quite technical. It's not been schlepping along on straight roads or motorways and stuff. It's been up and down hairpins, that sort of thing. Yeah, I've had no serious aches and pains whatsoever, except for a few shoulder twinges, but I get those on any bike at any time, even on short rides. But it's been less of an issue than I feared. So I knew it anyway, but once again the GS has shown itself to be an amazing touring bike.